Welcome to State House Saturdays, SGTV's newest show giving you a weekly look into what's going on in South Carolina's state government. This week, we will be looking into 7 total bills heard in committee between the House of Delegates and the state Senate. Let's get into it. First, Senate Bill 199 was proposed by Senator Wes Clymer, the chair of the Senate's Agriculture and Natural Resources Committee. The Republican proposed bill, which is also titled the Student Physical Privacy Act, looks to require all non-single occupancy restrooms in public schools to be designated as male or female only. The full text lists only 3 exceptions to this policy, those being when maintenance is actively being worked on in one of the restrooms, when an individual is providing medical assistance, or during a natural disaster or other emergency when the restroom can be used to prevent a threat to student safety. This bill was referred to the Committee on Education on January 14, 2025, and was heard in the Senate Education Subcommittee last Wednesday. At the end of the hearing, Subcommittee Chairman Everett Stubbs explained that the bill will be heard in another hearing at a later date. Senate Bill 832 was proposed by Ed Sutton, a Democratic senator from Charleston County. If passed, the bill would prohibit counties and municipalities from requiring land use approval for events held on the campus of a state-sponsored institution of higher learning. This bill would apply to events on college or university campuses, including concerts, commencement ceremonies, lectures, athletic events, and other similar gatherings. This bill was introduced on January 20th of this year in the Senate and was referred to the Family and Veteran Services Committee, where it received a favorable report, which was given in the Senate's general session on January 28th. Delegate Spencer Wetmore, a Democrat from the 115th District, which falls in Charleston County, proposed House Bill 4343 in the spring of 2025. This bill would require human trafficking awareness and prevention education within the licensing requirements for practicing nurses, registered nurses, and physician's assistants. The bill requires 3 key components to be included in this training, those being how to identify suspected victims, laws for reporting, and how to provide care and support. Nurses and physician's assistants would be required to retake the training every 6 years, and it must be administered by a statewide agency recognized by the Accreditation Council for Continuing Medical Education, or ACCME. Since being introduced on April 9th of 2025, Wetmore has garnered over 20 co-sponsors on this bill, which passed the House of Delegates with a unanimous 111 votes on May 7th and was just heard in the Medical Affairs Subcommittee on Wednesday. Beth Bernstein serves as a Democratic delegate from Richland County, and she introduced House Bill 4145, referred to as the South Carolina Pray Safe Act. Cross-filed is Senate Bill 518. This bill looks to establish the South Carolina Pray Safe Grant Program in partnership with the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, commonly referred to as SLED. If passed, the grant program would provide security enhancements to organizations at risk of religiously motivated crime. These enhancements may include general security enhancements, security personnel, upgrades to windows, doors, and gates, high-intensity lighting, advanced camera systems, or alarms. The bill was introduced last March, but was heard in the full Judiciary Committee hearing for the first time last Wednesday. House Bill 4738 was proposed by Shannon Erickson, the chair of the House Education and Public Works Committee. The Republican looks to make several changes to both the State Board of Education and to the Commission on High Education, the largest of which includes eliminating the governor's Teaching Scholarship Loan Program. This program was authorized by the Education Improvement Act of 1984 by the General Assembly. The program offers forgivable loans for South Carolina residents pursuing teaching degrees in academic or geographic areas of need. This piece of legislation was pre-filed on December 16th and was later referred to Erickson's committee. Most recently, the bill was heard in the Higher Education Subcommittee on Thursday. House Bill 4739 was proposed by Tim McGinnis, the former anchor of WPDE in Myrtle Beach and currently the Republican delegate from Horry County. This bill would require all colleges and universities in the state to create and administer a safety training program for students. This training program would have several requirements, including emergency procedures, accessing campus security services and communication systems, prevention and response to sexual assault, dating and domestic violence, and stalking, as well as bystander intervention and safe reporting practices. This bill was filed on December 16th and was heard in the Higher Education Subcommittee of the Education and Public Works Committee on Thursday. The final bill we'll discuss today is House Bill 4696, which was pre-filed in December by Representative John McCravey from Greenwood County. This bill looks to increase the age of legal surrender of babies to 1 year. Daniels Law, which was signed into law in 2001, allows parents to give up custody of their child to designated safe haven locations without fear of prosecution for abandonment until the baby is 60 days old. This bill would raise the limit by over 10 months. The bill had its first hearing in the Domestic Relations, Business, and Probate Law Subcommittee of the House Judiciary Committee early Thursday morning, but is yet to be heard by the full committee. Thank you for watching the first episode of State House Saturdays. Stay tuned for next week, where we'll update you on the most recent changes in South Carolina's state government. Jonah Spiegelman, SGTV News.